Tough times never last. Alright. Anyways, yo, what's up? It's the Soul Engineer back again with another video. Your favorite engineer, cause he's the Soul Engineer. But yeah, I was thinking about what I'm gonna talk about today, and I didn't want to talk about Russia. You know, I wanted to talk about something else. I wanted to talk about A levels. Particularly why I did A levels and why I think you should consider A levels. Or why I think you shouldn't consider A levels. It's not a video where I'm going to try and convince you to do it or not, but it's going to be a video where I openly, in my opinion, discuss A levels from my own standpoint and what I experienced and what my friends experienced, and yeah, you see, the facts. The facts. So let's talk about A levels. For those of you that don't know A levels, after you finish high school, you have your GCSE. It can be IGCSE, and in Botswana it can also be BGCSE. Normally you finish when you're around 17, 18. And then after that, you continue. You have an option to continue your education and do, let me call it, an extended course in a few subjects, which is A levels. It's like 2 extra years of high school, but then you don't do all of the subjects you did in high school. You just pick a few. For example, I did 10 subjects in high school. Yeah, wasn't easy. But when I started A levels, I only had to pick 4, of which when I was doing my final year, I dropped to 3. So yeah, that's basically A levels. It's an extended curriculum to whatever you're doing. Basically, it's a specialization course that prepares you for the course you want to study in university. For example, if you're going to do medicine, you would be doing A-level subjects such as maths, physics, chemistry, and biology. But primarily maths, chemistry, and biology. Physics, not really for medicine. If you're doing engineering, yes, maths, physics, chemistry. You don't even need biology. It's like, bruh. Yeah, and then if you're doing business informatics, or your law and business courses, you can do business, you can do geography, you can do English literature. It just depends. Now you just pick subjects that you need. You don't just have to. It's not like high school where you're like pumped in with everything. But like, here's the thing with A levels. Everything you do is like depth. Like, it's to a certain depth. So if you're thinking, oh, it's 4 subjects, it's less. Yo, bro, you're gonna be attending 4 lessons in a day as compared to like probably attending 8 different subject teachers in a day. Yeah, attending 4 long lessons where the teacher's gonna be talking some deep stuff, bruh. Like, yo, I ain't never seen stars till I got to A levels, fam. Like, yeah, that's how deep it is. If you're doing maths, you're going to do calculus, you're going to do, what's that thing called? Oh, you're going to do complex numbers, you're going to do vector geometry. If you're doing your physics, you're going to do quantum physics, you're going to do your Newtonian physics, you're going to try and argue out your 2, you're going to have some practicals. If you're doing chemistry, you're going to do a lot of lab work. There are a lot of experiments, and you're going to do some intense organic chemistry. These are the subjects I did. And then if you do IT, at some point you're going to do programming, you're going to do a lot of project management, you're going to do deep databases, deep Excel spreadsheets. It's just deep. Look, it's 5 minutes and I'm just saying it's deep. Those are the subjects I did: maths, physics, chemistry, and IT. And then I had some friends who did business. I had some friends who business studies. Yeah, I think it's business studies. If it's not, it's just business. They did geography, they did English literature, and I know for these humanitarian courses, humanities, there's more content than there is calculation, so the depth is deep. I heard that to those that were studying English, not English literature, just English, they did child language acquisition. That's some deep it's like some psychology topic in university and all of that. I don't know, but that's what I was told. So yeah, back to my main point. That's basically what A levels is about. Standard curriculum, depth. Now, A levels, in my opinion, are good if, number one, you want to leave the country. The reason I say this is because there's no point in doing A levels if you're going to school in Botswana. So the reason I say is, I'm talking about Botswana, by the way. If you're going to study in Botswana, there is no absolute reason you should be doing A levels, because afterwards you're going back to year one, and as much as they're going to take you with your A level results, they're going to want your A level results. You still could have gone to the same course through your IGCSE or BGCSE results. But here's the thing, though. Here's the trade-off. You know more than your classmates. So if you want to be like that and be like that, bro, just be like that. I don't know why you'd want to do that. And number two, A levels is good. Oh wait, by the way, A levels is good if you want to leave the country and you want to go to the following countries: UK, Australia, Canada, and certain parts of America. Other than that, I haven't heard of any other country that wants A levels. I'm in Russia, they just wanted my IGCSE. Well, they are using my A level results, but like the IG ones, they take they just took everything, man. And my friends that I came with, they using the IGCSE and the BGCSE. So yeah, just those four main countries. Those are the ones that really need A levels. Comment down below if you know any other country as well, because there's so many countries. There's over 250 countries, and I can't know every education system. And number two, if you want a top achievers scholarship. Now this sort of like complements the first one. Okay, let me say this first. If you finish IGCSE and you amazingly, like it's amazing, bruh, you got 6A stars and above, and you're a citizen of Botswana, you can apply to the government to sponsor you for top achievers, to give you a top achievers scholarship, wherein you have to do A levels, and after completion you choose any school of your choice. It used to be for any course of choice, but nowadays the criteria has been slimmed down to the listed faculties and courses. So apparently people were picking their own things. I don't know. Top Achievers Scholarship. Now if you didn't get 6A stars in high school or in IGCSE, you can do A levels and if you get 3 A's, it's 3 A's, right? Less than 6A stars. Yeah. If you can get 3 A's in your A levels, then yeah, they sponsor you as well. So that means you'd have to pay for yourself for A levels. Oh yeah, and reason number 3, if you really don't know what the hell you want to do in life, this one's a bit complicated, as it's a bit of a hit or miss. Here's the thing: if you don't know what you want to do after you finish high school, which is really unadvised, I wouldn't advise you to not know what you want to do in life. It's a dangerous path. If you don't know what you want to do in high school, then I suggest if you do A levels, I'll explain why. You are more likely than not to end up finding out what the hell you want to do, because bruh, you're stretched to all ends. literally. But also the miss part is, if you still do A levels and you come out the same way you entered, you practically wasted 2 years of your life. You still haven't made a decision, and it's serious. Yeah, lack of knowledge or not knowing what you want to do in life, it happens and it's serious. So if you really don't know what you want to do, you might as well try A levels. No, don't. No, don't. Yeah. Kosa ya sharp. But okay, now let's hold on. It's too close. Now let's quickly discuss the benefits and drawbacks of doing A levels. Those are my three main reasons, and let's discuss the benefits and drawbacks. Benefit number one is you become learned. Like, honestly, when you come out of the course, you would have learned so much about so many things that it's so cool. Honestly, when I started learning about quantum physics and when I started learning about Newtonian physics, which, well, we were doing in high school, but it was so watered down, and when I started learning about vector geometry, when we started doing calculus, I felt like my mind was opening, like it was so cool. And when we started doing organic chemistry, when we learned about how drugs are made, well, a few drugs in fact, and how certain important chemicals like ammonia is produced, it was, the world works in a marvelous way, and A levels just introduces you to that. And benefit number two is it actually grooms responsibility. A levels I need to zoom this one. A levels is hard. Yo, I think the first 2 weeks after I arrived in my school, bruh, I felt like returning home after the first week of A levels. 2 weeks, of the first 2 weeks, I was like, this is not it, chief. This ain't it. Let me just go to varsity. And my mom's like, hell nah. It's graduates. Like, because of that, it was, it's hard. There's a lot to do. There's teachers pushing you. And not only that, you have to have a life, bro. It's not just books. There's sports. You've got friends. Well, I'll get to the friends one. You've got friends. You've got responsibilities. Because of that amount of responsibility, you actually open your mind and you start thinking, okay, what is important, what is not important. You start managing your time. You start trying to handle your workload, because the A-level workload is a lot, but it's not unmanageable. It is actually quite manageable. I noticed this towards when I was doing my last year of high school. It was quite manageable. It was quite doable. Reason number three is A-level opens your mind. Like I said, you become learned. You see cool things happen. You meet cool people at school. You start to think critically about certain things. You don't just make decisions because there are some choices you have to make. No, you start thinking, okay, if this is like this and it operates like this, what would be the best way I could do this? I only started to reach that level of thinking when I was in A levels. It's not that the teachers walk in class saying, no, you have to make a decision like this. Hell nah, bruh. No one's gonna do that for you. But like, just the culture we're in, where we're always discussing school, where we're always discussing books, where like you have to do some research, where you have to read some papers, where you have to do some intensive study. Your mind automatically clicks into some critical thinking. I think this is why Zimbabwe, for you to enter university, you have to have done A levels. It does not matter how much you got in IGCSE, you have to have done A levels. And that's why I think, in my opinion, Zimbabwe has the highest literacy rate in most of Africa. And that's why I have quite a lot of Zimbabwean friends, and none of them are like shallow thinkers. Those guys think deep, like the critical thinkers. It's really cool. Okay, reason number three, A levels helps you make the choice you want to do. It helps you kind of explore a lot of options, universities and all of that, and you kind of now understand what you want to do in university and life and lots of things. A lot of things I discovered was when I was doing A levels, like when I really solidified the course I want to do. I've always known that I want to do engineering. I just didn't know which kind. I kind of figured it out when I was doing my final year of A-levels. I kind of figured out what I wanted to achieve in life when I was doing A-levels. I always knew I wanted to achieve great in life, but achieving great needs a what? And A-levels kind of helped me with that. And the last cool thing, I think, honestly, in my opinion, you get to make cool friends. Not just in class, but like you're going to play sports. You're going to meet other people from other schools doing A-levels as well. You're going to have conversations not just about school, but just about life. And there are certain things you guys can relate to only because of A-levels. And even if you're in high school, you wouldn't have been able to discuss them simply because you didn't do A-levels, which is really cool. Which is really cool. You might make some lifelong connections that will benefit you in the future. I've made some cool friends when I was in A-levels, and I cherish each and every one of the people I've met in life. Now, here are a few drawbacks of A-levels. Number one, it's kind of expensive. Usually high schools charge a tad bit more than what they would charge in private schools for in normal IGCSE for A-levels. Let me give an example. If tuition fees for IGCSE is 10,000 pula per term, this is an example. In A-levels, it's going to be 13, maybe even 15,000. It really depends on the school. And then another thing also, because of this, A-levels is currently available in Botswana. It's currently only available in private schools. So that government kid who wants to do A-levels is going to incur a lot of costs, because it's not like government school fees. Number two, bruh, it's just more high school. I can't stress this enough, bruh. It's more high school, bruh. Bruh, you're going to start your course at 19, maybe 20. Bruh, it's more high school. I don't mean to burst your bubble, but it's more high school. Like, there's no getting around it. But if you're ready to go around that thing, yeah, man, do it. And number three, it's difficult. I mentioned this before. This is a drawback, a serious drawback. If something's difficult, it ain't a benefit, nigga. It's a drawback. So you're going to spend countless hours trying to make sense out of lots of topics. You're going to fail a lot. Like, the only way to pass through A-levels is to fail. I don't have a classmate who hasn't failed an exam or a test in A-levels. I don't remember. Even like the brightest of classmates I had. Hey, we once got missed by this other maths test. Who? Hey. I don't know, that one I remember. You're gonna need a lot of, you're gonna need a lot of persistence to get through this. And that's basically just it, in my opinion. I thought this was going to be like 5-10 minutes, but bruh, I had to like dig in deep into this. And I hope I didn't waste your time discussing A-levels. But yeah, okay, let's talk about my personal experience when I was in A-levels. So when I was in A-levels, I have given a bit of insights when I was in A-levels, but it was aight, bruh. It was aight. Honestly, it was aight. I met a lot of friends, really cool friends, like, bruh, really cool. I've done a lot of things. I started to get serious with sports when I was in A-levels, actually. The school I was in before that, sports wasn't a thing. Yeah, it was just, okay, guys, let's go jam ball. Hey, guys, let's go run, But, like, when I got there to school, like, bruh, you gotta join the team, bruh, you gotta join the soccer team, bruh, you gotta join the athletics team, bruh. Like, bruh, yeah, it was a serious thing. And yeah, I started to get serious. I got serious in my training. I've achieved something. It's not high, it's not much, but to me it's something. It means quite a lot. And I learned to be fit in the process. I learned to manage my time. I learned to manage my friends, because some people were toxic. Not everyone you meet in school is is gonna be the the correct person. It's not like high school where like in high school I feel it's harder to select who's toxic and who's not because we're still young, we're still battling cramming, and high school is just CPF fam. Cram pass forget, like literally. A levels doesn't work like that. You can't cram it. You can't cram a whole topic. You will get clapped. You have to understand what's happening. And because of that, I feel I've matured in the process because I had to pick what to do, when to do it, where to do it. If I didn't do that, that's just not me setting myself days back, weeks. Like, bruh. I met cool teachers, honestly. Really, really, really cool teachers. All my teachers were cool. Can someone tell Mr. Chakawa he's cool? Someone show him this video. A-levels was cool, man. Like, bruh, as much as we were crying about the workload, like some days you'd shed literal tears. Other days you just stay home because you're sick. Not like you got flu or anything, bruh. Your mind is broken and it can't operate, and you're like, you know what, screw this. I can't. And even when even your mom suggests you stay home, like it goes to that extent. You just stay home and do nothing and recover. What else did I get to achieve during A-levels? Yeah, man, I developed my leadership. Just a short piece of me. I became head boy when I was in A-levels. Just the ordinary guy, eh? And yeah, man, I met beautiful people in my life. I met Chaja. I made amazing friends. And that's just that, man. The peaceful tide of A-levels. No, it's not peaceful. Ain't gonna lie. But it kind of like prepares you for the most. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, and I learned to trust God much more. Cause bruh, this life thing sharpers, and yeah, bruh, yeah, sharper. So you have to do it with some faith and a whole lot of God. Not that God can be measured, but you need him every time. Alright, my time is up, and I think I've been speaking for quite some time now, but I think that's what A-levels is about, bruh. Comment down below if you feel I've forgotten something. If you have a question, just put it down below. Just hit me up on one of the links and we'll talk. But I do suggest you ask your question in the comment details, in the comments, because whatever you might ask might be beneficial to the next person. So it's always good to have a young conversation about this. So yeah, that's just about A-levels. Again, there's nothing more to it. Again, it's A-levels, right? Yeah, no, it's not. I think I'll make a separate video on my A-level experience, because this was just A-levels in broad with the touches of me. Okay, let's make a deal. If I get, I don't know how many views, bro. I don't know. Okay, I'll say if this video shows enough people are interested in this video, then I will make another video on A-levels, like my personal montage on A-levels, about how tough times never last and how tough people last and how I got here. Yeah. So as for now, have a great week, have a great life, dude, just be great, bruh. Don't forget to crush, don't forget to grind it, don't forget to be the best you, and I think I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, Soul Engineer out. Hi, it's the Soul Engineer back again. I am currently editing this video and I realized I may have not explained everything, and I'm thinking of making like a follow-up video.
but this time particularly focusing on tips and tricks and all that stuff, how to prepare for A levels, what to do, books to read, routines and all of that. So if you want that, comment down below. If you got any questions, comment down below. I'll do my best to find the answers. And if I don't have the answers, I'll ask someone to. I'll find a way, man. I'll find a way. So just give me some sort of feedback, and I'll can't wait to hear from you. See you. I'm out.